Hi, I'm CFA Aubrey Judge Teresa Keiger, and this is my final four, Eyes of Blue. But first, let's take a moment and appreciate those sponsors who helped make this event happen. Our gold sponsors, our silver sponsors, and our bronze sponsors. Thanks to all of them for supporting NEMO and for supporting CFA's virtual cat competitions. I thought that the topic Eyes of Blue was a really creative category for one of the fun categories for this event. And writings across the centuries often refer to how mysterious, mesmerizing, and other terms that people have used about cats' eyes. And truly, they are engaging and fascinating and mysterious and all that. It's a lot of fun to judge this category. So let's get started. My 15th best cat in the Eyes of Blue category was this 8-year-old Oriental short hair. Now, all Oriental short hairs, except for whites and with whites, will have green eyes. And the color of this green is just amazing, especially for this age. I'm really, really drawn to them. And it's a beautiful, beautiful contrast to that tipped tabby coat pattern. It's my 15th best cat. My 14th best cat is this Toiger. Look at those eyes. They look like they would just stare right into your soul. They're very, very bright with life and very luminescent. I just find them very, very engaging. He's my 14th best cat. My 13th best cat. It's hard to resist those deep, deep, round blue eyes. They are just the color of an autumnal day, which is kind of what we have here in my part of the country. You could just fall into that. And the photo overall is a lovely photo. This male is my 13th best cat. My 12th best cat is this Lycoy. I love this photo. Oh my goodness, it's so engaging. You really can't see a lot of his eyes. He's staring into the sun, but I love that they're just kind of lit up and you see all the little bits of detail in the iris. It's a really stark contrast to where he's wolfed out and you have the bare face, and then every single strand of that roan hair you can see through that. He reminds me of a wizened old man, and that's not a bad thing. It's a striking photo, like 100% on the points on the photography. It's my 12th best cat. Beautiful Russian blue male. Love, love, love the deep expression with that. Now, you're not seeing a lot of the eye color because the pupils are so dilated and it's lit a little bit, but what you can see is deep and mesmerizing. I also appreciated the amount of detail in that photograph. You see every single little silver tipped hair on this baby, but those eyes just kind of draw you in. It's my 11th best cat. My 10th best cat. Oh my goodness, just look at that close up. I was just enchanted with the piercing blue color, the fringe kind of around the edge of the iris, all the details that are, it really kind of reminded me of a slice of geode where you have the rock around it with all the textures and colors. Beyond that, the photo itself is really quite nice. Again, very detailed. You capture everything. It's really just a lovely photograph. She's my 10th best cat. Well, Selkirk Rex. Look at the contrast of those deep, deep copper eyes. And then, of course, it's a Selkirk. So even the whiskers are curly. You see those curly, curly whiskers right over top of those eyes. It's really very mesmerizing. There's so many colors, yes, different colors of copper in those irises. And again, I'm just very taken with the textural and color composition of those eyes. Lovely picture, mesmerizing eyes, my ninth best cat. Tabby pointed Burman. I love the depth of color of these eyes and this boy's expression. You know, he's obviously just come back from a final. His owner's really proud of him. And he's like looking up at that and going, I love you, Mom. Can you give me some more cat treats? And he just draws you in with those deep, deep blue eyes and the engaging expression. He's my eighth best cat. Another Russian blue female. Excuse me. Look at the kitten. I'm sorry, not a kitten, 14 years old. And if you look, and I had some other photos to look at, this cat has spectacular color for a 14-year-old cat. Beyond that, there's a photo in this series of photos that I just looked at the expression of you and like, you just melt my heart. A wonderful little cat. Is my seventh best cat. Flame pointed bicolor. Again, those blue ragdoll. Again, those eyes just draw you in. What I like with this cat is that both the expression of the cat, the abstract composition, because it really does, that close in, and that is the full photo, you really see the eyes, that's the focal point, and everything else just centers around it abstractly. The color is glorious. I just could get lost in those eyes for days. It's my sixth best cat. My fifth best cat is another Russian blue. There was this photo, and then there is another one that was cropped even more vertically. And again, I love the abstraction of this photo. The composition and the colors work so well together. You've got that blue and green, very abstract background that relates to, yes, there's some blue in that eye, and it's an abstract kind of eye, and there's all this textural stuff going on. You see, again, every single hair that's tipped in silver. And then the icing on the cake for me with this photo were the catch lights in the cat's eyes. You have, the one umbrella that you see that's almost in the center, and then the other photographer's umbrella with a silhouette of the cat that's been called off reflection. There's just so much going on in this photograph. I think it would make a great print, about this big. A lovely, lovely photos. My fifth best cat. You can't help but think that this kitty is thinking about dinner. It's Russian blue, they always think about dinner. But the detail captured in this motion photo, I just am in awe. You see that tongue is just captured at that one particular moment in time. But look at the eyes. Wonderful, wonderful depth of color. The green just draws you in. And yes, you would give this kitty dinner at any time. He would look at you with those eyes. He's my fourth best cat. It's hard to resist a Devon Rex. And the photos that really caught my attention were a couple of different ones of this cat, and it was again the it was an abstract, very close up, and those gold eyes are very luminescent and draw you into the photo. I encourage you to go out and look at all of the photos of all of these cats, because there's a lot here that you're not seeing that I did see. Just, I love the color and the texture of these eyes. He's my third best cat. Yeah, it's another Russian blue, but why I made this my second best photo was not just the eye shape and the eye color. It's, again, the composition of the photo as a whole. You have the cat and you have the selective focus just on the head, and everything else blurs into the background. And the expression of that cat is like, please love me, I'm yours, and you'll feed me, right? But he just draws you in. Colors look wonderful. He's my second best cat. And finally, my best eyes of blue. This unusual eye color on this companion cat is really striking. I have no idea about this cat's background. I don't know if there's the golden gene that's presenting this unusual eye color, but it's absolutely captivating. I think of aqua, I think of green, I think of celadon. There's just so much going on in that. And it's like a Caribbean sea that constantly changes color. I love the large eyes on this head that just, again, just draw you in. And on my notes, I noted that these are like two deep aqua pools that you could just dive right into. Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present my very best cat in the eyes of blue category. Thank you all very much.